What's that sound?
What's that sound? What's that sound? It's the MOBcast.
I wish. But no,
by
it's
the way,
chamomile.
I took Deborah down to the liquor store.
Yeah, exactly. It's that day. It's 3/16.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I got Deborah
Took her down to the liquor store.
loaded up with alcohol. More specifically,
Vodka.
What?
Whiskey.
What?
Tequila.
What?
Beer. More vodka. And more beer. I'd come in and go crazy. Well, damn, what do you guys think about we get this thing going? What do you say?
About time.
This show on the road.
All right. Well,
Rev up those fryers.
how about we just get this thing going? Okay. So,
Okay.
well, first things first. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MOBcast, episode 1. My name is Nathan, and I'm joined here with 4 other awesome guys. Just a quick rundown of what's going to go on here. We're 5 best friends who basically met freshman year of college, and through all the years of living together and doing some pretty fun stuff, ton of adventures together, we have known to call ourselves the Mob. And unfortunately, college is over, a few years past our prime here, but we decided to keep the fun going by putting our stupid, crazy, and pretty goofy conversations all over the internet for everyone to see. So we can explain the podcast in more detail later on. But first, we got to introduce the Mob. And let me be the first to say, welcome to the MOBcast. And so, as I mentioned earlier, my name's Nathan. I'm a guy who just loves video games, movies, and reading comics and manga. And I love my wife and my dog just as much. And I hope through this journey we all take that the listeners, viewers, just really come to learn more about us as time goes on. But I'll just hand it on over to Michael.
Oh boy. Well, hi everyone. I'm Michael.
Hi.
Yeah.
Say hi right if you're gonna say it.
Hey, Michael. Hi. I'm the wild card. I say some pretty weird things. I think I have some Dane Bramage. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to do this with these guys. This is a great opportunity. Just, kick it after work with some of my best friends and honestly some brothers. Personal life. Exactly. Yeah, technically on paper, I am an engineer. That's scary. Never get in a plane because if I designed it, it's gonna crash.
That's scary.
But aside from that, I just enjoy hanging out with my friends, the outdoors, hunting, fishing, drinking beer, all that jazz. And yeah, that's about it. You'll learn more about all of us later. So we'll pass it off.
Good deal.
All right, I think I'm next, right?
Yeah, I think you
Yes. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I'm Jordan. I'm a huge Buckeye fan who's stuck in Indiana, sadly. I'm a subpar Rocket League player, avid Taco Bell eater, and I hate IPAs. I don't know why I'm giving all these random facts about myself, but
I love it.
you might catch me flying your family and your friends down to your next spring break, and I just really miss my college friends.
Big facts.
True.
Bro.
All right. Well, I'm Brad. I was once I'm now currently a washed up D3 2-sport collegiate athlete. But
Yes.
mainly at this moment, I'm just a nerdy man-child who plays a lot of video games. Still haven't given up on Fortnite.
Love that.
Oh my word.
And
Fortnite.
yeah, just hanging out.
Good deal.
I'm Matt. I am also a nerd. And I'm also a man-child, and I'm also bald.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. I'm
Wait a
just-
second.
Wait. It's so shiny.
But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to balling with my bros on this podcast, as the cool kids say. And I'm just really hoping that if we end up getting famous off this, I don't not get into a residency program because of it. So let's ride,
Keep us
fellas.
out of jail.
That's fair enough.
I'm looking at Mike.
We're gonna be in thought prison.
What does that even mean?
I
You
don't
guys
know.
we're already canceled.
1984.
It's Dementors. I don't know.
Dementors. It's the worst part of prison. And the Dementors.
I know a guy in prison. He stabbed
I know
a guy.
4.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't.
I'm in Indiana. I'm basically in prison.
Oh.
Oh. That's worse
Well,
than
I'm sad
Ohio.
about.
That's
And I lived in
that's-
Ohio.
We just lost
Thank you.
1/50th of our possible viewership.
Yeah, exactly. That's just an entire state just in the shit.
For the viewers,
Right there.
we are pretty spread out. We got a couple guys in PA, a couple in Ohio,
And 2 guys in the best state in the country,
and then one in
The
Yes.
Commonwealth
Oh,
of
wait,
state of
Pennsylvania.
Indiana.
Ohio.
Oh,
We went to school in Ohio. We won't say where
versus-
just yet, but
the
the world.
Oh,
There he
we get
goes.
the shit on-
There
We got a shit on
This
him.
fucking guy!
There
I've
goes
got
Brad.
a Wi-Fi, dog.
Crapping out.
Yeah. See,
guy's
Wi-Fi in
un-
Ohio
this guy's
is
unbelievable.
basically.
We said shit
How
on Brad,
many-
not Ohio.
Oh well, he lives in Ohio, and that's sad because it's Ohio.
He's sitting
Dude,
in a
I wouldn't change a
dungeon.
thing though about the last 6.
No.
There he is.
Welcome
Oh, he's
back.
He's back.
Hey, he's back.
The power's back.
I love that.
I was gonna say I'm glad I did, I'm glad I didn't come back to any shit talk.
It was a little bit.
I expect
There
it
is
at
a
some
little
point
bit.
though. All right, well, fair enough.
Well-
I'll catch it eventually.
Well, okay, guys. Well, then, speaking of podcasts, this will be. We plan to be on a couple different platforms, basically to listen, to watch, wherever. But in some of our own opinions, like, what do you guys think could make a good podcast, in your opinion? Anyone want to take that?
Sure. Yeah. So we've kind of talked this out amongst ourselves before we actually recorded it. But so I think that, just us shooting the shit will be fun for everybody because, banter is fun to listen to. Although some people think otherwise, it's fun to listen to. And, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty interesting and I think that you guys are too. So
I think polarizing would be a good word for you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
That's a good word. Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
true.
no, I think that a good podcast is just something where there can be some positive discussion on literally anything, which is most likely what we expect to talk about, literally everything.
Anything's on the table.
So yeah, I think just having solid conversation with a bunch of good dudes is a pretty good format for a podcast. So
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I was thinking about this question a lot, and frankly, the whole idea of podcasting really doesn't make any damn sense. But it doesn't mean it's not fun. I mean, there's no reason for any of us to be talking to anybody else and putting it on the internet. But you know what? Here we are. We're doing it, and I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So, why not? It's a great way to connect, stay in touch with each other, especially since some of us have to live in other areas. But
We're
that's
spread out.
okay.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I think what makes a good podcast is good variety and a lot of different perspectives and opinions. And I think a lot of us come from, I mean, obviously the same college experience, different because we all are doing something different right now. But just we're all different people, have different opinions on lots of different stuff, and I think us being able to bring all those different thoughts and potentially very angered, charged thoughts to this show could be one, entertaining, but I think the most important part, and for us, is to have fun with each other, and we're able to spend this time together because we're best friends, and I think that's what makes a really good just podcast is good guys having a great grand old time together, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But
Yeah, I think you guys hit the nail on the head there. I wrote down 4 points. I just said humor, relatability, diverse and current topics, and diverse and funny opinions. I feel like we all said pretty much the same thing.
yeah,
Plus, we get to do it together.
Yeah,
I think like
that's a biggest thing. I was just gonna say, being able to spend time and just explore different avenues that I think some of us probably wouldn't normally go down. So,
yeah. I mean, I just think like, I wish we would have had this idea in college. I mean, 90% of it we would have had to censor.
That would have been pretty sweet.
But like it's about just like we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about things like Brad said we might not normally talk about, and really I think we're just gonna take it wherever we want to take it because why not? Like it's our thing. We're doing it. It's a way to be creative, relax after work. Throw some surprises in there. Have some poker nights. Wink.
Yes. Yes.
Do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean, and just to go right off of your point there, just to think about what we want to get out of this, and I think a lot of us mentioned, we just want to have a really good time with each other, and I think that's what's most important for me is us spending time together, because I know a lot of us spend time together in separate different avenues. Like some of us live closer, see each other, some of us play games together, some of us, talk all the time, whatever. I think this will just be really great for all of us to. We obviously talk all the time, but to talk about stuff, I feel like we always text, "Did you see this news? Did you see that?" And now we can, talk about it on a live stage and really just kind of give our true thoughts and just have a grand old time and see where it takes us. But
I just miss your faces.
yeah, well, there is that. But yeah, to Nathan's point, I think I'm really excited for this because there's a lot of like hot button topics that pop up just in day-to-day current events that like we do briefly text about, but it's not like we FaceTime each other every time something crazy happens or we want to talk about something. It's just kind of in passing in a text, and this is cool. We get to kind of flesh it out and talk about every little facet of what's going on. So.
I like that.
That's a great
to go
point, Brad.
Real quick off of that, you ever heard of those fireside chats that FDR used to do back when I don't even know what year that was.
Oh,
Probably when our grandparents were children in the 30s and the 40s. There's some negative things going on in the world even back then, and I'd say we're all now. I mean, I peaked in middle school, man, so it's all been a slow downward spiral.
You're kidding me, man. Middle school is the worst time for everyone.
I know. Oh, my God. But what I'm saying is, like, there's some not great things happening with the world right now, and I see this as an outlet. Exactly. There's always a boogeyman. At least that's what my dad says. And frankly, I mean, you could think about it all day. It could keep you up at night, and that's no fun. So, like, hopefully, and obviously we're going to talk about some of that stuff too, I think. But,
no doubt. Yeah.
Sometimes it's going to be nice when, everything's going to shit and we're just joking and laughing and having a good time. And I hope that whoever decides to listen to this, they can kind of partake in some of that, and it takes a little bit of the stress out of, every day. So that'll be cool.
I love that. I love
or
that
offend everybody, but I don't care about that. So
I love that you highlight the point that not only could it be a highlight for us, but potentially with anyone who listens, I hope they either get a kick or enjoy listening to any of our type of conversations. And like Brad and Michael and Matt and Jordan have all mentioned, our topics can range from current topics, like current events in the world, political, sports, games, movies, technology. It can be anything. So we're here for it all, and we hope we can just bring that variety to our viewers and ourselves, because I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Fun first policy.
Yes, that is absolutely number one. It's up on the
assholes.
wall. Fun first.
Wait, Matt, what did you say?
I said no assholes.
Exactly.
Okay, so I mean, if you guys just want to dive into one of a topic here, are you guys down to do that?
Yeah.
Like what's going
Let's
on?
actually address it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hear any sirens outside, it's because there's a Walmart Supercenter being destroyed right now, burned to the ground. I'll send you guys pictures of it later.
okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Get
it
the
caught on
live stream.
fire.
Is this a Red
It
Dawn
caught-
sort of situation, or
It caught on fire.
the Russians?
And it's right next to the airport, and like you
Wow.
can see the smoke cloud from like 50 miles away or something like that. It was crazy.
Was that your?
Is that
Shit.
That's
What's
not
that, Mike?
ideal.
You said was that your Wally World?
No, it's a distribution center.
Oh,
It's not actually a Walmart. So it's like a massive warehouse.
Holy shit. That's
Hey,
wild.
Jordan,
If
can
you
you
hear
say
sirens,
can you say cement for us real quick?
no. Cement,
How about volleyball?
volleyball.
All right.
Working
I
on
see
it.
You'll slip up. Don't you worry. You'll slip up.
Cement.
We'll get them in the midst.
Man.
So anyway, Matt, do you want to talk to us about like this desert island sort of thing we want to kind of kick
Yeah.
off this first episode with?
So I thought that a good topic to start off. I'm sure that everybody's played this, fairly juvenile game at some point or another, but it's called the Desert Island game. So if you were on a desert island, I figured this would be a good way for listeners to get to know us, and it would create some interesting conversations. So the Desert Island game is just like if you were stranded on a desert island. And so I think, again, we talked about this before, and so I think we're going to go with some form of like watching something. So like you could watch a movie or a TV show. Where am I list?
It's something to
gonna
watch, something to do, something to listen,
Those are two.
and
Yeah.
a tool. I think
Yeah.
we're the four.
So I think we're just all going to kind of go through it and talk about it in no specific order or anything like that.
And then yell at each other that you are incorrect, whoever that
Yeah,
may
pretty
be.
much. Yeah.
So I don't know, Matt.
Yeah, it's
so
all about-
what did you have? Like, what do you want to watch? What are we watching on
okay,
your
so
island?
for me, I picked for watching.
Let's hear it.
It was tough because when we talked about it, we weren't sure if it was going to be like movies or a TV show.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
it's a.
So I went with just my favorite movie. Really is like Pulp Fiction, probably. So
Ooh.
that's what I'm going to go with.
It's some
just
serious gourmet shit.
Yeah. God damn it, Jimmy. Some serious gourmet shit.
I mean, yeah.
We're all coffee drinkers except for Brad, I think.
Yep,
Hate
that's
to-
correct.
Hate to see that.
But yeah, so it's it's got those 5 or 6 different stories, and it's it's really good. If you haven't seen it, you
So-
should. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
So I've not seen Pulp Fiction.
Here we go.
So I feel like if you're on a desert island and you're picking one movie, you have to be really fucking confident in that movie that it is going to get you through some dark times. So,
I'm pretty confident.
The movie's pretty. I mean,
Oh,
It's
it's a
just
great movie. It's a
strange.
classic.
It
Don't get
is.
me wrong. I love this
It's also
movie.
funny as shit. I mean, this one of my favorite lines of all time is when Vincent Vega looks at Jules and says, "I shot Marvin," as if it isn't blatantly obvious because there's brains
Heads in
all
the
over
back
the car.
seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's brains all over the car, and he like Jules hasn't noticed that he just shot their plane. It's like hysterical, and the whole. I mean, Marcellus Wallace.
It's one of
the
Sam
whole-
L's best. I mean, in my
I
personal
don't think
opinion.
there's another question. I think that's kind of it.
I could
Frozone.
go for a Royale. What?
That's pretty good too. Where's my super suit?
Oh.
Arguably, Samuel L. Jackson
I mean, he has
is just playing the
so many
same
roles.
character.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
playing the same character in just different movie franchises. Realistic.
you're not wrong.
You guys remember when we were watching? Oh shit! One of the Marvel movies, and on his tombstone, the Easter egg that pops up from Pulp
yeah.
Fiction.
Civil War.
It is Civil War.
Yeah.
I remember
Yes.
we. I mean, I don't think we slept
Yes.
in like 2 days, and we were just watching that movie. It was like after finals, and we were freaking the hell out about it. So that was fun.
There's the path of the righteous man. ... And then Ezekiel 25:17.
There you go.
there you go.
So that is my watching thing. Now, should I go on to my listening, or do we want to pass it?
Now
around?
let's. Who else has a movie, TV series? This is what we did. We made it really open for the viewers, for your perspective. Like Matt chose one movie, that's totally fine. Other may choose like a TV series, like a whole movie series. It doesn't matter. But like Brad, what'd you put?
You guys all know.
Avatar.
I put Avatar: The Last
There it
Airbender.
is.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like it's short, but like you can come back to it. Like there's so much character development, and it's just a feel good show. It's something that I always watched since I was little, and it's my show that I put on when there's nothing else on.
10 out of 10.
Especially because The Office isn't on Netflix anymore.
Yeah,
but
10 out of 10, no doubt.
Now, does that include The Legend of Korra, or is it just Avatar: The Last Airbender?
you know
Good
what?
question.
I actually didn't think about that.
You could throw it in.
If it's allowed,
Yeah.
I'll throw
Yeah,
it
I
in.
mean, I would-
Your island,
that's
man.
fair.
I wouldn't watch it as much, but I'm open. I think I'd take that for sure.
I think it is criminally underrated. Just how some folks view this is just off your Avatar point. Like say it's the same thing with Star Wars, some of the anime, Clone Wars, Rebels, Bad Batch, and also Avatar. And then also I look at the same way in anime too. All these cartoons, some people, you people, don't look at it as like real stories, even though I think they probably have some of the most in-depth character development in anything.
Yeah.
They're not underrated, but like there's people that have that thought, and I'm like, you're wrong. I'm sorry. It's the Avatar is a timeless masterpiece.
I agree.
Do you remember when it blew up when it went on to Netflix? It was like number
It was like
one
first for a while.
for like I think it was like a record. It was crazy.
Yeah, insane. Absolutely insane.
Really a masterpiece.
It truly is.
Not the live
absolutely.
action though.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
get the fuck out of here.
that movie's off the island. So
There is no movie in Ba Sing Se.
what are you saying? That's funny.
So
Oppa,
yeah.
yeet, yeet.
All right.
There it is.
Moving on.
Mike, what'd you have?
Oh boy, this was tough. This was honestly
it's
really
not an
tough
easy question.
because, like, and I think Brad and Matt illustrated it perfectly. You can either have like your very, 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 very favorite movie. Like, I'm honestly surprised Matt didn't say Star Wars. Or
I didn't
you can
realize
have,
we could do. I thought it was movie. Or
Oh, dude, you can do a full.
It was
It was
series.
anything,
If we
man.
can do a full movie series, then it's clearly going to be Star Wars.
Okay.
We do a
Okay,
universe?
that's fair. That's fair. But what I'm thinking was like, if you can do either, I guess a series, there's just more content because like when you just like got your leg bitten off by a shark on this island and like I don't know are starving to death, you might as well have something new to watch every day instead of like the same thing over and over again. So it was tough. I was gonna say Interstellar because that is a masterpiece.
Ooh.
And I'm a big space nerd, and I like Tars. He's cool. And also like time dilation and shit. It gets me weird. It's
I'll
weird.
show you.
But anyway,
You're gonna go off on a tangent.
I know I'm very bad at that. Sticking to the topic. What's that sound?
There it is.
Oh, I hope he's listening to this. Honestly,
Nathan,
Continue. Continue.
Nathan, can we get a timestamp on how long it took him to say "What's that sound"?
Yeah, we can do that.
I think he has to take a shot. Or,
minutes.
23 minutes, 10
I
seconds.
do.
that's right.
Bleep that out.
Shot.
Cut that. Cut that.
Take
Cut
a
that.
shot because the rum is gone. Oh, another good series also would be Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think I have to say
Oh my
Always
gosh,
Sunny.
That's a great one.
Always Sunny.
But would you want to watch
That's
that while
my
you're
man.
deserted on an island?
That's my man right
Yeah, to
there.
get me in the mood because think about it. Maybe if you
Ride
dig
the
down and you
Sea
go crazy enough, you could dig down and you could find that entire like underground room full of rum, and then you could like get off the island. Like I'm not trying to die on this island, so that would inspire me to do that. But I'm gonna go with Always Sunny because that's honestly the best piece of comedic TV drama I've ever seen.
Masterpiece.
Not really a drama.
And I offer
It is a
you an egg
masterpiece.
in this trying time.
Those are. Thank you.
That's our show. I mean, you know that.
I know.
This was probably
I mean-
the toughest question for me because it was I could go between movie series or TV series. There's a couple really good anime series I like, and as Jordan knows, has hundreds of episodes as those do. But I kind of said in the end, it was either Always Sunny, the entire series, or is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a tough question. I mean,
that is a tough one. I thought about Marvel too.
Yeah.
You can spend so much time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and like now with all the shows and everything coming out and all the new stuff that's going out.
I didn't even think about that.
I mean, technically you're not even at your limit. Like if you include the cinematic universe, it just gets airdropped to you.
Pops up. You basically have
here's Moon
Disney
Knight.
Plus.
Here's Miss Marvel.
Can somebody send me a rap instead of this new fucking MCU shit?
Moon Knight looks dope. Just want to put that up there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Jordan, what about you?
Mine was kind of a hard choice because I love Star Wars, I love Marvel, and you kind of hinted at it earlier, but I'd probably pick Naruto Shippuden or like the entire universe if I could. And just alone in that series, there's 500 episodes, and you can watch it when you're sad, you're happy, you're determined, or you just want to like chill. Yeah, Naruto's I love that one.
That was my OG anime that I first watched. Was the OG one back in 2000 something, but.
And they're still making new ones too, so we're getting airdrops. They're constantly getting new content.
Always coming in fresh. Well, I know all of us love music. So I know Brad, you especially, you have the best voice. You have a beautiful voice, by the way, for the viewers out there, just so you know. Maybe you'll hear it one day.
Stop.
So how about you tell us about your album? What are we listening to?
Okay, so this is really tough for me because there is very little music that I don't listen to. I think everything but death metal.
Some of them are cool. So, you like it
for me.
Push me to the edge.
I went with something.
That's not badge.
Went with something that hits kind of home for all of us. That kind of throws it back to when we were all living together. I put the Disney's Greatest Hits. And then
I love that.
Phil Collins in parentheses because Phil Collins counts in that.
You'll be in.
I was tempted to put the entire Tarzan soundtrack. Just that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't have to go that hard, but he did.
He did.
Because think about it. Like you got if you can include any Disney song on there, you got
that is
the stuff from Moana. You got the classics like Lion King and Tarzan and Brother Bear. I mean, just banger after banger.
I mean, spoiler alert. We're all huge Disney Pixar fans. So, for everyone listening, we're all massive fans of that stuff. So, I love that. That is a fantastic choice. I'm jealous that I should have done that. But, Matt, what about you? Oh, Brad, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it also reminds me of our trips to the Brighton hot dog shop.
Yes.
On Sunday afternoons when we were trying to get away from the Sunday scaries of Monday assignments due. That was always nice having those trips there and back, listening to Disney and just screaming it with you guys.
They were the best, man. Can I get 20 hot dogs, 5 baskets of fries, 5 milkshakes? That'll be it. All right, you can take a seat. We'll have it right out to you. Food there before we even sit down.
And then they have the audacity to say, "Sorry about the wait." I'm like, you were waiting for us.
We were slow. I love that place.
God.
I love you guys, and I do. Those were the best. I remember Michael and I went because we discovered that we both loved that from back home, and then we found one was right in Salem downtown, and we're like, we gotta take the boys. We gotta take them.
It's just the only one in Ohio.
Literally, it's
basically in a cornfield. And frankly, I've been to a few, as Nathan has, in Pennsylvania, including the original, and I have to say that the one in Ohio is by far the most well-managed and cleanest. There was one that used to be in the town over from me, and they shut it down because there were looked like rats and bugs and things. But those hot dogs slap though. Oh my god,
So good. Oh my
simple
gosh.
things in life.
That, in my opinion, is the second best Pittsburgh-based.
Burgatory is like okay at
Joint.
best.
No, it's pretty good.
Are we talking about
Burgatory?
Burgatory?
Hey,
It's
Michael,
pretty good.
Go jump out your window.
Well, my
please.
question is, I should
I'm
know
just
this
okay.
as being a Pittsburgh native. Michael, was it made like started in Pittsburgh? I don't even know for sure. That's just where I went.
Where else is it?
One.
I thought it was just there.
I guess it
I
is.
think
don't know.
Burgatory did start. I'm not sure actually.
I've only been to the
I
one.
don't know.
up in-
I check.
what's-
I'll check.
Okay, all right, we can check.
Check
Yeah,
it
I mean,
out.
I'm just saying, for its nostalgic value, the hot dog shop is just top tier. Everything.
Feel good restaurant.
If you see this, Brighton,
For sure.
this is free advertising to our 10,
Shout out.
10 listeners out there. So
Non-sponsored.
Sponsor us.
5 of those listeners being us.
The other 5 being our parents.
and our
Maybe a
significant
wife
others.
or 2 in there. A girlfriend.
I don't know if I want my girlfriend to watch this yet.
Oh,
She might be
hopefully
like,
when I have a wife in the future, she watches it and makes fun of me. But
And
it'll
was
be a
immediately
great day,
like-
but it'll be a funny day.
Emily couldn't wait to be like, yeah, I can't wait to listen to it. Me and Cody
Oh,
and I
no.
listen to it. I was like,
Oh no! So
I'm
excited.
Matthew has just informed me and all of us, but it came up on my computer that this was a fantastic time for his computer to take a shit.
Oh, I just
so
saw
if
that.
he can't hear us,
Does that mean that we talk shit on him now?
he's
I mean,
bald.
he is so hairless on his head. It's unbelievable.
Maya! Oh God!
Okay, we weren't nearly this mean to Brad.
No,
I
we
know.
weren't.
If I
I
could,
told you guys to bring it. I told you guys to bring it when I lag out because it'll happen.
Not fair.
if I could take all the hair on my back, Matt would have just a beautiful, most beautiful head of hair. Yeah, I'm a very furry individual.
I wish
I'm
I could
Italian.
throw up a picture of him from like sophomore year on here.
Oh my
That
God!
was,
Matt or Michael? I saw
Matt,
the freshman year
Matt.
picture of Matt.
Matt from like his first 2 years, his hair was. It was there. It was there.
It existed.
He'll be the first one to tell you that. It was bad, but
I'll have to get him to bars when he was younger.
oh,
Oh, he's gone.
try and grow it out again. But we love him. He's
I
just
wish you
bald.
would.
I will say
You would do it.
he can pull off the Halloween costumes.
Oh.
Like that one year he went as Aang. Oh my! There were people coming up to him that were just like, "This is incredible, man." I mean, he nailed it, and I think he spent maybe $5 on a red T-shirt at like the thrift store.
Yeah.
And just beautiful.
Oh, that was a sick.
I'll say it.
costume.
He made me want to go bald. He had me genuinely thinking, maybe being bald isn't that bad.
You know, maybe if I shave it one
But,
time, just
Just once.
just once, so I can dress.
And
up
then I
as Aang.
realized I'm a chubby little white kid, so
No,
I don't think that would be.
You're perfect.
It looked like a cue ball.
I think my head looks like a peanut, so I'm never gonna
You're
shave
our
it.
favorite bear.
I can. You know what, Michael? Now that you pointed out, you are kind of a peanut head.
Kind of dipped in the middle there a little bit.
You know the Proud Family movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Peanut
yeah,
heads?
yeah.
That's a good one.
That's you. I hope you're happy.
I'm offended. I'm not offended. I think that's good. Shit, his computer must have like exploded.
no better
but the
time to
show-
do it, you know.
So
Show
number
must-
one,
Okay, well, here's a quick interlap, so we can do it without him. I wanted to do this later on. We can talk in more detail later. But okay, right off the top of your head, give me three of your favorite Disney or Pixar movies. Go.
Tarzan, Moana, and Hercules.
All right, Brad, go.
Lion King, Moana, and
Welcome back.
Tarzan.
Tarzan. Michael.
I don't know if this was Disney. I'm just gonna tell you my three favorite kids movies because they're
That's fair.
the most underrated movies. The Search for Atlantis, banger.
Cool.
The Road to El Dorado, banger. And Nathan knows. Fucking Treasure Planet. Oh my god.
That's
sir.
three solid choices.
Three's
Ugh.
Treasure Planet, Brother Bear, and it is a
Brother Bear.
fight to the death for probably 3 between Moana and Tarzan. And the Lion King's right there too. I don't know. I'm sorry. I only gave you 3. We could go.
I'm kind of sad I didn't think of Treasure Planet.
Oh, it's my all-time favorite. That's number 1.
That's top tier.
That's for me.
Honestly, I think I put Brother Bear over Moana. I
Come on,
changed
son.
my.
You know that's right.
That's the right answer.
I love Brother Bear.
What did I miss? What are we doing? We doing animated movies?
Matt, tell me 3 favorite Disney Pixar movies. And then Toy Story. Oh, see, there's just too many.
Oh, shit.
Go, Matt,
Oh,
go.
wait, but like, is Moana Pixar?
It's Disney. Disney Pixar. It's the same.
Disney,
Or
Pixar.
Pixar. Okay, all right.
Disney owns them.
Oof.
Disney owns
They
it.
own everyone.
Yes, they do. They own me.
They own
Lion
Luke Skywalker
King,
space now.
us.
Lion King for sure. Big Toy Story 2 fan.
Oh, that's
Okay.
probably,
Okay.
it's arguably
Solid.
one of the greatest sequel of all time. Yeah.
As a,
Hey,
as
get
a
me
kid,
going all the way to work on a Saturday.
All the way to work.
as a kid, I always liked the second one better because I thought that it was weird that Buzz and Woody weren't friends in the first one. So yeah,
It is really
oh.
cool to see the animation from Toy Story 1 all the way to 4. It's
Yeah,
really it's
that's crazy.
crazy how much the industry has just changed in a good way. But in
and
your
so
last,
then Monsters University.
really,
Struck
It's a solid
chord with
movie,
me
though.
more than the original. I love both of those. They're both
That's an
some of my
oddball.
favorite movies.
I'm not calling it a hot take, but I mean it's a great movie.
So the reason that it kind of struck a chord with me is because at one point towards the end, Mike Wazowski is like, he tries to scare somebody and they don't think he's scary. And so basically, I think it came out right as we were going into our junior year of college, or like going into junior year baseball season, or not college, high school. Sorry.
Okay, I was just saying, I was like, is it that late?
No, it wasn't. I was wrong. So, but yeah, so it was like right going into like recruiting and stuff, and I was worried that like I wasn't going to be able to play college baseball, and so like basically Mike figured out that he like wasn't good enough, and I was like scared that was going to happen to me, and that is like a reoccurring theme. I always think like I'm not going to be good enough, because like I'm sitting here, I'm still not at med school,
Okay,
so like stuff like that. So I kind of that hits home with me. So
That's
I feel
deep.
like
that's really cute, and okay, I accept it. And you are great enough. Never doubt yourself, any of you.
I'll get into med school. It ain't going.
Yeah, you will. Come on, son.
It'll happen when it's supposed to.
Okay, well now I'm curious. Does anyone have a favorite song from Disney or Pixar movies?
On my way.
That may be a harder question.
You're welcome.
No.
Well, it's probably not that one for me. It's something from Tarzan.
My favorite is I'm Still Here in Treasure Planet. Just because, kind of like Matt said, that song just kind of hits home for me in a different way. And God, I just love that movie. But Brad's having an inner fight with himself.
Oh yeah, that's so tough. I mean, it's crazy because like Phil Collins just didn't have to go so hard on every project he did. So like
Above and beyond.
it's like everything in Tarzan's fantastic.
It is.
I'm looking through this town's
Everything in Brother
music
Bear is
now.
awesome.
When the monkeys play the song on the cups, that one's funny.
Just for the sake, because I've already given Phil Collins his props. I'll go with another one. I think my favorite would probably be "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
underrated movie too. Milan's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Not the live action.
Okay, let's make a
I
live
still
action
haven't
movie
seen it.
with none of the music. And no Mushu.
Sigh.
Right.
That's a
Pain.
sin.
Yeah, I don't know.
But speaking of, I guess getting back to the music.
Yeah, cut right back into
What was
music.
that?
Michael, what's your
Was
album?
that? Can it just be like a guy? Because there's too many, and this is gonna be weird because I was born way too late.
Like
It
an
has
artist?
to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, Frank Sinatra,
No.
absolutely.
You
No.
gotta pick an album.
I'm picking
Okay.
album.
All right, album. It would be then "Come Fly with Me" from Frank Sinatra. That's a
There you go.
great album. Have it on vinyl because I'm hip. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I mean, okay, funny backstory. So growing up, when my parents were at work, I would hang out with my grandparents, and we'd go places and hang out. So up until I was about, I'd say, 8 years old, the only genre of music that I thought existed was country because that is all they listen to in the car. I have like repressed memories. I'll hear a country song and I'll just know the words. It's scary. I wish there was like room in there for math and like knowing how to do taxes, but there's not. So anyway,
Instead, it's George Strait and Alan Jackson.
yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
But moving forward into my life, I found some of my grandparents' old records. Frank Sinatra came on. It's kind of like a Michael Bublé story, back how he kind of discovered that, except I don't have the musical talent. But anyway, listening to that, I was like, damn, he was a badass. Not like the alcoholism part and the womanizer part, but just cool. I like it. And also, he reminds me of like being Italian. I don't know. I just love his voice, man.
Sometimes I forget.
The
pepperoni. The deli meats.
Oh, our soup. Oh my god, our super sod is done. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, I have a quick sidebar for music as well. I don't know if this was just me, but I feel like a lot of people have this thing with country. It's almost like an awakening. Like, I remember the exact moment. Like, I wasn't, like, super into it when I was younger. But then I remember I went on a camping trip with my dad when I was, like, I don't know, like, 14-ish, something like that, 15. And at the time, I wasn't driving legally at the time. And we were up in the mountains. But he's just like, go ahead, drive around the up in the Smoky Mountains. I was like, all right, cool. So I just drove around. The only thing on down in North Carolina, was country. So that was playing up in the mountains, summertime. And that's when I kind of just, it clicked with me. And I loved it ever since. It's not like, my favorite genre or anything, but that's when I kind of first country hit me.
Yeah, those core memories. Those really bring that out of you. That's cool.
I don't know anyone else has ever had like a similar thing.
I had something like that in college when I started going to Blossom concerts, country concerts. Honestly, don't remember the concerts that well because I was pretty hammered by the time I got in there. But you could listen to the music before you got in there, and it was just like a party all day. You get there 5-6 hours before the concert, and you just party the entire time with your best friends, and the blast. So it's more of a vibe than the actual music itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I like country. My
big
mom always listened to it, but it's more than just connecting with those memories.
I agree. Yeah, my wife
saw
actually
a
hates
post.
country, but is what it is.
I feel like a lot of girls either that's all they listen to or they just despise it. I mean, that's a huge generalization, but like, the ones I've talked to, yeah,
I don't think it's just girls. It's just people in general.
that's
That's
true.
also true.
I don't know if this was a post or something, but I read something and it was like, oh, that's interesting. Someone said, if art, like a painting, is how we decorate space, then music is how we decorate time. And I was like, whoa.
Did you tell us that? I've heard that not too
I
long
didn't come
ago.
up with that.
Someone
I read
should
that
engrave that on a
internet
piece
somewhere.
of wood. That's pretty cool.
But then you'd be decorating space and not time, so the wood has to be a music box.
And Elon Musk sends it out into the deep space.
Like his
No,
car.
you do
cool.
not.
Pretty
No,
cool quote.
you don't want country music going out into deep space. That
The
is
one
not
song
what
the
you want
aliens
aliens
hear is
to hear.
Howdy, folks, when they get here to land.
chicken wing,
Boot,
chicken
scoot,
wing.
and boogie.
All day,
Wait a minute.
No, I have to
Honky
say,
Tonk, the Donkey Donk by Trace Adkins.
Thinks my track is sexy.
I think, to me, like going back, I guess, to the albums, for me, like my favorite type of music, it vibes differently from like pop to like techno, and sort of stuff like that. But if I had to choose one, like album, I guess if we're doing, it's one of Quinn 92's album. One, because he's probably my favorite artist. and I also emulate him with him a lot because I remember we kind of discovered him sort of all together freshman year, and that's when I first started listening to him. I remember the first time Michael and I listened to Another Day in Paradise, and from then on, I mean that's like been my anthem. But
it was your walk-up song at baseball.
It was, yeah. I loved that. But if I had to pick one of his albums, I'd love to pick that one of his EPs, but it's like it has like 5 songs on it, so that wouldn't last me too long. So I picked A Letter to My Younger Self, and that one came out in 2020, and the reason I chose that one was it also vibes a lot with me because obviously for everyone 2020 was a pretty whack year, and it had a few songs on there that I just really loved. But yeah, that'd have to be my choice on the deserted island forever.
I like that. We still got Jordan and Matt.
Did you choose, Nate?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't done mine.
Just a Quinn 92 album.
Okay. Good
Jordan,
music.
what's yours?
I had to choose between 2, and I got both of them right here. First one,
Let's see 'em.
probably my choice was Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
Second one's also Kendrick Lamar, and I don't know which one I'm going to choose between, is Damn by him. I think that one has more range, but my favorite of all time is Good Kid, Mad City. He's my favorite artist.
Didn't he win a Pulitzer Prize for Damn? Just because he's such a good lyrical rapper? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm definitely, in terms of rap, I think
Kendrick.
the ones where he's top tier.
Yeah, for sure.
The ones where I'd rather listen to someone actually telling a story and explaining what they're talking about in very cool metaphors, and not listen to the ones that are just fuck bitches, get money, you heard, you know what I mean? I don't like that ignorant rap music anymore. So
no, that's why I chose him too, because the first song I ever listened to from him was Swimming Pools, and it was a guy breaking down rap music, and he explained what the song was actually about and how it was a story about alcoholism and how he dealt with it and peer pressure and shit. And I was in high school, I think, when I listened to it. I really enjoyed how it was actually meant something and it sounded really good at the same time.
There you
go.
Do you think, I don't know, this may just be me, I feel like him and Cudi are a lot, not alike in their sounds, but the way they just kind of tell a story in a lot of their music. I know a lot of artists do that, obviously, but those two kind of just stick out to me in that sense.
There's definitely to do something like that. And obviously, unless one of you has some awesome SoundCloud that I don't know about yet, I think there's real talent in trying to tell a story in that way without just coming out and saying what you want to say. One of the songs I love by one of my favorite rappers, his name's Isaiah Rashad. He finally released a new album, by the way. It's been so many years, so I'm hyped. But anyway, it's a song called Heavenly Father, and it has a real upbeat, and he's rapping over it, and you're oh wow, he's in a good mood. And then you listen to the words, and it's talking about him surprised he didn't kill himself when he was 25, or he's surprised he made it to the age that he did, and talking about how horrible his life was. And I was that just did not compute in my head until I really listened to the words, and I was oh my god, it's so upbeat and so cheery, and the words are just so sad. So it was interesting.
Oh,
that's not hello.
Who's there?
I apologize. That might have been
that
might have been my my Ring doorbell. That little thing in the corner in the plug. Coda Bear was just he's just getting shaved. So he was so fluffy. Now he's gonna be cut. Yeah.
I know. I need a haircut too, as you can see. It's about 24 hours now.
Oh, I also had a shout out for Matchbox 20. I don't know how you guys know them, but it's one of my favorite bands from when I was younger. It's my dad's favorite band, and I listened to it when I was a kid, and I still listen to them today. I still have their CD in my car.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Man, I don't have any CDs anymore after I smashed mine.
You what?
Well, no. Remember when I got in that car accident? That's the last time
Pilot.
I had a CD. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I had my Queen Greatest Hits side 1 and 2. and I had The Heist on CD.
Ooh, yes.
It was a great CD.
That's a great one.
I wore that son of a bitch out.
I have that one on CD too. I can give it to you if you want. You still want it?
No.
Okay.
So I guess we're to me. So my favorite album changed recently. So I probably gun to my head before around Christmas time. I probably would have said "Night at the Opera" by Queen. They're just kind of my favorite band in general. And either that or like Queen. It's their first album. That one's really good. It has a lot of really underrated songs that like aren't on their greatest hits album that I really like. That absolutely rip. And like they're not, and they're like lyrically dense as well. But so neither here nor there. So those are really good albums. And then there's the Beatles' White Album that probably would have been up there too.
All right.
And that's also very cliche because like everybody loves that album, but it's
nothing wrong with that.
But so the Get Back documentary, it was like 7 hours from when they actually so Let It Be is the last album that came out. They actually did it before Abbey Road and the White Album. So it was the last one that came out, but they made it before those two, and effectively it was like their breakup album. So the idea was they had been doing all this stuff separately. Or actually, I'm sorry. They made the White Album before, and then they made the Let It Be album. But so there's like a lot of really good tracks on it, but it's all live. So like they do all of those songs in one take. So for each song on the album, it's like a singular take.
That's
of
pretty
that
cool.
song. And so the Get Back documentary was like basically they had decided that in 3 weeks they were going to make like 14 songs, and like they were all just going to be like actually doing it, because what they had been doing for like the White Album and a bunch of stuff after they stopped touring was like they would just do like, you know, John or Paul would like do their guitar, their bass part, or if they were going to do piano or like another thing, like they would kind of do it in different recording sessions, and kind of like have meetings about it together and like what sounded good and what didn't. But with the Let It Be album, they were making the songs up as they went along and recording them in one take.
That's pretty cool.
That's really part of the reason.
Interesting.
And if you watch it, first of all, it's like I think it's 7.5 hours of footage that's on Disney Plus.
Woof.
If you're even remotely a Beatles fan and you like some of those songs, I'd suggest watching it. It's really good. Now, most of all the entire time I've watched it, I was high, which made it 1,000 times better, I'm sure. Because it's like a jam session, and then there is also a lot of drama. But yeah, so
I have heard that's like a really good doc for a lot of different reasons.
It was so good.
I'll be up front. I may get like wrecked, but like I don't like love the Beatles. They're great. I probably couldn't name more than 2 songs.
Oh, do it. Try and name more than 2 songs. Try and name more than 2 songs.
Yellow Submarine, Let It Be. That's all I got.
Nathan, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, those are the only 2 that
Hey Jude.
Okay,
Jude, yeah.
we got 3.
That's about
Jordan, you know what?
Oh, well, then I am sorry.
There's one, I don't know the name of it, but I just learned a new song. Let me look it up real fast. But one of those songs I just found recently that I actually really like now.
No, Matt, not at all. It's your opinion, man. It's trash.
Well, no, just because I was because I was talking about it, but yeah.
No, that's really cool.
It's because of the doc is why I think it's so cool. Like whenever one of those songs come on, I like really jam up now.
I get it. Well, not in a Beatles way, but I get it in the vibes. Well, that's really cool.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Listen to it; it's really good.
So it's a great song.
add it to
Matt's
the
like,
list.
yeah. The 4 of us are like, yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, good.
Good. Okay, well, so say we're on this island, right? And we got our music, we got something to watch. Obviously, we have all the proper equipment and technology to do all this. So say,
How? Explain to me what tree are we
Here it
gonna plug
is.
your Zenith television into?
so you plug
They
the cord
roll in.
into the tree-looking thing, and then grab the leaf and put it into the stick, and then
That sounds hot.
And then Boom.
Okay.
But Michael, so tell me like one thing you'd want to bring to do, whether it be
I'd love
a book, an activity, whatever.
Sailing. I'd love to take up sailing, so I could get the hell off the island and not die.
Fuck you.
It's smart ass.
Hey,
okay, fine. If I can't
you're
do
the
that,
kid. You're the kid in class, and everybody's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
this guy."
Yep.
yep.
But when you play games like this, everyone's like, "This guy, fuck him." In particular, just that.
Actually, give me a plane.
Actually,
That's you, Jordan. Okay, fine. I will rescind the sailboat.
Hey, that could be
'cause
your
I-
answer.
No, I won't be that.
I don't know
guy.
where you're going
Something
if you're
to
on a
do.
deserted island, but
All right. Can it be multiple things for the activity so I can actually do the activity? Okay, I'm just gonna say.
yeah, just say it.
I really like. I like
Can't
trap
have an
shooting.
entire
Say it!
blood-
I like trap shooting. Like, and
Okay.
means you take a shotgun and you shoot like targets out of the sky. It's like an awesome hobby of mine. I used to be
coconuts.
really, really good at it. Exactly. So I'd need a shotgun and shotgun shells, and then something to shoot at, probably like wild hogs.
I'm seeing your
I
life
feel like
hack
he's
here.
cheating for later
Yeah,
on in
this
this
is a
game.
life
He's getting a
hack.
survival tool
He's
already.
gonna get a tool and then also a
Activity.
gun. No, I get that. Hey man, it's your choice. Tell you what, you get a
I'm not
a
very
toy
good at
gun.
this
You
game.
get an airsoft gun.
I get a Nerf gun. All right, cool. I choose a Nerf gun.
Can you do me a favor and throw the plastic box just into the trash can?
Then no one can track
in
that
public
back to
view.
us.
Yeah. Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, I'll take a Nerf gun.
Okay, no, I think that's a great idea because one, I know you love that. You took us out at your camp to do it, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
And you're really good at it too. And I know you love guns, so I get that.
If I could turn my computer around, you'd see I have too many.
You turn your
I
computer
would
around.
I would do
No.
the complete opposite. I would bring, again, if possible, I would probably bring my whole PC rig. And I guess, just
fair.
have a whole setup and I can access my whole Steam library and just play really any game I want.
And play online games and ask people
I can
for help.
play.
Send an SOS.
I'm on Rocket League. Help me, please. And the guy just says, "What a save!" I'm like, no.
GG.
Calculated.
God damn it.
I'm stuck on an island.
But I probably
You have
bring
Starlink.
like I love video games. Like I love my PS5. I love my PC. I love anything video game. So it would probably be something video game oriented. If it had to be one video game, oh geez, that's tough. My
Rocket
one
League.
single player game would probably be The Last of Us. If I had to do a multiplayer game, it'd be Rocket League or Apex. But that would be my my activity.
Hey man,
know.
GTA is just like
I'm a
Rocket
simple
League,
man.
except the ball is hookers.
Oh,
No, Nate, you're completely right. That's first thing I thought of too was my Xbox and projector.
Yeah.
Just like you're never gonna get. I mean, we play Rocket League every day, anyways, so it
you don't
wouldn't be
get
like
tired
anything
of it.
changed.
I think it's disgusting the amount of hours we probably have on that game.
I don't want to
You know how they track. You know they track hours.
Yeah.
I have that.
Oh, yeah.
I have that Hula Girl topper on my car, and I think I checked the other day. I've played with her on my car for 18 hours or 18 days and like some hours.
And that's like driving. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's just with her on my car.
Yeah.
I don't think I started with her on my car.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh,
Most of
my
that time was
Lord.
spent with you and Brad.
I love it. Yeah. I mean,
That is, what time do you guys go to bed? Like,
I went to bed at like 6 o'clock in the morning last night. My sleep
I
schedule
can't stay
is
up
up.
too late anymore. But back in my prime, you know me.
Nathan is an
Play
old person.
3 a.m..
He gets up at 7 in the morning
boy.
on weekends.
Gotta take the dog out and take care of him. But
Give wife a kiss and off to work we go.
off to my basement.
to grind out the games. Oh boy.
No, but
Well.
no, Jordan, I agree with you. I think we're on the same page because we both love our gaming. And aside from starving and probably dying of starvation, That's what we do in our spare time. So, Brad, Matt,
I don't know what I would pick for a solo game though.
I bet you would pick. You would you do? I would count Halo, or if you would do, you love what's that called?
Destiny.
Destiny. You love? I'm forgetting it. The nuclear game.
Oh, Fallout.
Fallout.
You love Fallout.
I mean, that might get old quick, but yeah, if they got like new content for it, that'd be an amazing game to have forever. Or Skyrim, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe they'll come out with the next sequel to Skyrim in 15 years.
Probably not.
Same with GTA 6.
I actually thought Elden Ring was part of the Elder Scrolls.
So did I.
I was so
did I.
confused. Did not know it was a Souls game.
That's on my list to buy, but it's like if you've ever played a Dark Souls game, that's what it is. Like you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I heard it's a little easier because it's open world and you can get around a couple things, but it's still a Souls game.
It's still
a Souls game.
It's an open world Souls game, which is awesome. I played Dark Souls 3 a little bit. I get my ass kicked. But anyway,
Brad, have you played Arceus?
Yeah.
Sorry for
no.
cutting in. Have you played
What was
Arceus?
that?
Have you played Arceus?
Yeah. I actually. So like, I just got a Switch for Christmas, and I am.
Why is this first we're hearing?
I'm through like the main storyline. I'm in the post game. Just trying to like complete everything right now, but it's a lot of fun. I like it a lot.
I beat everything besides like my little side quest, but it's a blast. That was like one of my favorite games this year so far.
Oh, you got it? I didn't know you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to 100% that game. I think that'll probably be the first one I ever do that. So
it's doable.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like you guys were saying, I'm a big gamer, like you two. So like that's one. And I played a bunch of different stuff. A PS5, a Switch. I was playing emulators on my phone for the longest time. But I feel like give me an unlimited amount of golf balls and a driver, and just let me just hit balls into the ocean. Eventually I'll get good enough.
That would be
when
cool.
When I get picked up, I just go right to the tour.
But imagine if you could make your own course. That'd be pretty sweet. That would take a lot, but that would be pretty sick. Like you ever golfed in Hawaii? That would be cool.
Ooh.
I have not.
That's true.
But I assume it's
cool.
cool.
I have not. Yeah.
You hit so many golf balls into the ocean that it forms more land, and then you can just walk home.
Thinking about that actually makes me a little bit sad. Because I'm a big shark guy and big like ocean. I love
biodegradable balls.
The ocean.
Sorry.
Way to go.
Yeah,
Brad.
but I'm thinking like
gotta feed the eels.
I'm just thinking about like people that play golf like on these islands and stuff. Fish probably eating those, man. That's unfortunate.
Fish eating them balls.
Hopefully they're good enough golfers to where that doesn't happen, like on the really nice courses. But it probably does.
Don't ever.
There's enough trash.
Aside from
already.
the trash. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yep.
The ocean man needs to do something about this.
Ocean man.
Matt, what about you?
Help us.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Well, I don't see. I'm not next to you, Brad. Everybody, that's so funny. Nathan's the only person who pointed to me. Brad, I'm below you. Michael, to your right.
It's weird because on my screen, everyone pointed at Matt, along with me.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, boy. I don't think I mind that. Was that way?
I would really love to say a book here, but that's just not going to cut it because you're going to get through that really quick. And then, so I'd probably go with. So if it's something that's currently available, I'd probably have to go with Knights of the Old Republic, the old one.
All right. Yeah.
Or preferably the new one that's going to come out at some point here.
Yeah.
And try and get to 100% on that because I'm sure that'll take for fucking ever.
That has replay value too.
It does.
You can try different
because it's a whole. Yeah, exactly.
If not that, probably I have never been super big into Assassin's Creed, but I do kind of like it. And I feel probably one of those games that give you the most replay value.
Love those games.
Story mode and trying to get to 100%. But
Oh,
Nate knows about that.
that would take a long time. One, because there's like, I don't know, Jordan, what, like a dozen, right, up to this point? I don't know. It feels like
Yeah,
that
there's
many.
a bunch.
And I haven't played it, but have you played Valhalla?
Yeah.
How long did that take you to finish?
Uh,
I heard it was like stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. The side quest actually gets you off the main quest pretty easy. I mean,
Yeah.
that happens in every open world game.
Right, that's
But like,
the point.
I can't remember now if I finished the game because I just started. I tried going for 100% because I think it's possible in that game. It's not crazy like the other ones, but I mean, it's long as shit. I couldn't give you a
Matt,
number.
that would take up much of your time.
Exactly.
That's a good
And
idea.
I think like it's
And those
cool
are great
enough, some
games.
that I can get into. So yeah.
My
It's
favorite.
history based.
It is, and there were so many little tidbits and like little data points you can find that just have so much information that the developers will really appreciate that you have literally all the time in the world to look at. My favorite Assassin's Creed game has to be Black Flag, probably.
Did you ever 100% that? I know you were trying at one point.
I was trying. I can't remember if I ever platinumed it, but dude, I could sit there and just vibe in the ocean for like hours, just singing the sea shanties. Oh my, and it just goes. Like it's just, I love that.
You actually just reminded me of something.
Just
I was
fishing.
flying with
Yes.
my CFI the other day. We were doing a cross country, and he was vibing, like bobbing his head, not watching what I was doing at all, completely oblivious. Like, dude, what are you listening to? He's like, I'm just listening to sea shanties.
That's
I was like, what's he even doing?
in the sky.
That's the opposite of the sea.
The boat of the sky.
I love that. That's awesome.
Blimps. Not gonna lie, when I go kayaking and I have a speaker, I do listen to the Wellerman. It's a great sea shanty.
Ooh,
It's like the meme one, but
yes.
oh my god,
Yeah. Oh,
So
I mean, it's
good.
great regardless. Well, now that we're talking about the ocean and we're stuck in the middle of it, so say we're dropped off here, with all of our equipment that we all
Great
love. Conveniently, here you go.
just several
bring-
diesel generators and
Just limitless
Solar
gas
panels.
to fuel our video games and
The plane went down.
technology.
Everybody died, but the Wi-Fi in the plane still works. You can use the TVs.
And you
for
have
everything
solar
else.
panels.
Yes.
and Starlink is overhead perfectly. Elon knows.
Sir. So, okay, you get one tool to bring. Michael, what are you bringing, besides a gun, since that's your
Okay.
activity?
Fine, I won't hunt with the gun. I
No.
won't hunt with
That's
the
the
gun.
gun
fair
for Mike.
game.
I won't hunt with the
I'll
gun.
hunt
We'll say,
I'll hunt a deer with my controller. Just whip it at it.
there you go. Fuck. Kills a deer. That's a really good question. There's so many things you could bring. Honestly, though, I'm thinking probably some kind of way to, and this is just boring and like stupid survival brain, but like I'm not Bear Grylls. I'm not drinking my own piss, so like I'm gonna bring a way to purify like salt water,
Oh, shit.
and so I can drink it.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Good idea.
Like the
If
light
it's a
straw
desert
sort of
island.
thing?
Yeah,
If those actually
wanna
work.
get one of
I don't know if
those.
those work.
I hope so. I thought about getting one, but they in a simpler time back in high school, I was hanging out with one of my good friends at the time. Dude's nuts. Like, he lives out in Hawaii. He did the whole van life thing for I don't know how many years, and now he runs like an organic farm and water repelling thing in Hawaii. Dude's crazy. But anyway, we were kayaking, we're dying of thirst, and he whips out some kind of filter, and me and him both drank out of the Ohio River, like, I don't know, 20 miles downstream from, like,
Michael, that's-
Pittsburgh where they merge.
That is-
Yeah, I lived.
That is-
I only got dysentery a
that is
lot,
foul.
so that's good.
It is disgusting.
I know.
But regardless, I think that's a really good idea. My tool would just be, I thought about it. I settled on just bringing like a machete or a big knife, to probably cut what I need to, whether it's to build my hut for my video games to make sure my PC doesn't get wet, or to try to hunt things and probably try to do my best to skin it, and maybe try to use it to make a fire. I don't know. I wasn't in Boy Scouts, but I could try. But
Like,
pretty basic. I don't know.
practical.
Yeah. You get it?
Nothing special. What about you, Brad?
I decided on a hand grenade.
Why?
Just a singular hand grenade.
That's out of left field.
Get confused on this one.
Fire starter.
One of the fire goes out.
Better keep that fire going.
Well, I'd bring a couple.
You get a couple.
Okay.
You get a cluster.
Yeah, just a
You
couple
get 10.
hand grenades.
It's like a banana
Yeah.
at the grocery store. It comes with like 5. You know, a bushel of
I'll
grenades.
take
Right,
that.
just a bushel of hand grenades. It's my favorite.
Now, are you going
Matt, what
fishing
about
with
you?
these?
Oh.
Or are you going fishing?
yeah.
Are we killing? Or are we just starting fires?
Well, I mean, I really only thought of the fire starter, but you know,
Okay.
I probably could kill something with it too.
Oh, I think
You could dismantle.
Like I could also I could use my golf club as a weapon as well. but
that's a good point. That's a
Ooh,
good
I think I would save my grenades for fire.
I respect that. Yeah,
So
that's
I like
yeah.
it.
you could empty it
It's a
out.
man.
and- yeah.
I just figure better than like Flint fire
Yeah.
starter where you're sitting there for hours. You know, just pull the pin and
We've all seen Castaway. We know how that turns out. It's hard. Hard to
Right.
start a fire.
exactly.
Is this
With a
on?
hole with a
Can
hole.
you hear me?
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah. What do you mean? You weren't talking earlier.
No, because I think that I had it on my I think I had it on this guy, not this guy.
Okay.
So
Potato.
yeah, I'm a you want. I mean,
Tell
you know.
us about your
Okay.
tool, Matt.
That's okay. So, like, where are we falling out of the plane in? Because, like, if we're going someplace remotely tropical, I'm gonna have a hat with me, but that's very important for myself.
Fair.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Where are we dropping,
and-
boys?
That's gonna be a survival tool. Because if not, then I'm gonna get skin cancer on my head and fucking die before they can come and rescue me.
What about just a big leaf?
I mean, yeah, that works too. Well, yeah, but then okay, so like
Avatar.
if I have clothes on, I'm gonna be like having to rip, part of my shirt off to make a hat, or whatever. I don't. Okay,
Do the
I guess I
Michael
could
Scott
fashion a
wilderness.
hat with I could make a hat with weaving some leaves or something. I don't know. Okay, so then not a hat.
Well,
I'd probably have to go with. Man, Nathan, you already said machete, which is like a
I mean, you can
dual.
say it.
I'm not gonna steal it. That's the whole fucking point of the game. Jeez. It kind of is. Just a little bit.
Okay.
A fishing rod. We'll go with that.
Yeah, that's a good
Because
choice.
then I'll be able to get some good eats. I'm sure that if I had a fishing rod and a lure, I'd be able to use that to start some sort of use the metal to create a spark and start some sort of fire, and then or get some sort of fire going, and then you'll be in business.
So I'm picturing you. Are you just with the hook and trying to scrape it against?
Something. Trying to create some sort of spark. We'll see. Maybe it won't work. I don't know. I'll at least have
That's
fish.
a good idea, and you can eat fish. So that's a good call.
Jordan, what about your roommate's survival tool?
I can't speak for him, but I actually went above and beyond. I kind of went on eBay a little and searched around for as many tools as I can get in once. I found a 9-in-1 survival tool. And I don't even know everything it has in here, but the things that I can see, it has a fire starter, looks like a baton, has a fishing wire on it, has a spear and a knife, a compass.
Spear.
Well, the knife is at the end, and it kind of looks like a spear. You could probably make it into a spear.
This guy's ready to be a
So-
hitman.
If I was really gonna do it, I'd probably do something like that.
No, that
Most
I
of the
appreciate
knives
you
in
doing
those
that.
things are. Most of the knives in those things are pieces of shit, though.
They probably are. And the
But you could
fishing wire
always,
is probably crap too.
You could probably whittle something though, and then you'd be fine.
The
If it
biggest
has
thing there was the fire starter.
Yeah, if it has a
that's a
fire
big
starter
one.
and a compass, that's a pretty good deal.
You give me a little bit of fishing wire and a fire starter together, and I'm good to go.
Oh, I think
Okay.
you'd be set.
I love fishing.
So,
Fishing's fun.
surprise, you find out that this isn't a completely deserted island. It's actually North Sentinel Island. Now, what do you
You're
do?
already dead. You're already dead.
Hey, I have a shotgun, man. I have a boomstick.
Look, Brad has the hint. He's gonna be a god. He's gonna be a god.
I might kill one or two, but
I have
probably
boom
get
rock.
overrun.
Be like Doodle Bob.
Me hoy, me noy.
Oh
Oh gosh.
Okay, Jordan,
All right.
I have to ask, what are you drinking?
Margarita.
Nice.
All right, no. So
definitely thought it was like
Lemonade.
Gatorade or something. Yeah.
yeah, my girlfriend made Crunchwrap Supremes for dinner. Yeah, they were really good. I made some nachos with them.
Sure they are.
That sounds fantastic.
That does.
So I had margarita to go with my Taco Bell.
Ooh. It's like that reminds me of the
It's spicy Baja.
whatever that Taco Bell that does the what's it called that they serve alcohol at?
I
Oh,
think it's-
Cantina in Nashville.
Yeah,
Cantina.
Cantina.
I'm
Cleveland. There's
going
a
there
cantina
this
in
summer.
Cleveland.
The goal is for us to own one of those one day,
the next one off with it.
or
Mob
just
Island.
or just the Baja machine, whichever comes
Right.
first.
That's true.
I love that.
There has to be a formula. Like they have to release it. Why don't they sell it in stores? Come on now.
Limited, man.
It makes so much
supply and
Makes
demand.
it so much more
Special.
just yeah, exclusive.
It's spicy.
It's the best thing ever.
Agreed.
I'm already sweating thinking about
Has
it.
anyone? I know we talked about it a couple months back. Has that like the hard Baja drink? Has that come out yet?
I
I believe it has.
Has anyone tried it? Like I said,
We're failing.
I may take a sip, but I fear that I would taint the
Oh, by the
OG
way,
Baja
yes, that's
taste
great.
by mixing it with alcohol. That's just
Agreed.
me. I think it could be real smacky, but
Well, way to turn.
I don't know.
It's gonna go either way. I think like there's definitely a way for them to do it right, and there's definitely a way for them to do it so wrong that would just ruin the experience, and that's not what we're looking for.
Well, but you're just playing with fire because one bad experience and it's like you can never drink Baja again.
That's fair.
Or Mountain
and-
Dew. That's why whenever I had mixed drinks, I never mix it with Mountain Dew. 'Cause I just
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's a
do it.
good call.
Yeah.
It's also like just diabetes in a cup.
That is true.
Like here,
Yeah,
just
that-
here's-
Vodka and Mountain Dew one time. That was about it.
Oh, I'm sure it would be delicious.
I feel
All
like
that
I've done
sugar
that.
and
Oh,
booze
yeah,
and
it's
I
oh.
didn't
great.
like it. Oh man.
Okay, well, favorite Mountain Dew flavor, go. Besides Baja.
OG regular.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Respect it.
Code Red.
Code Red was good.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Voltage.
That's the blue stuff, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The lightning bolt.
Yeah, voltage is really good. I don't have it a ton, but I'd have to say stuff that I've had more recently that I really like is the watermelon.
I actually haven't tried that.
I'm definitely.
Oh, it's
seen
really
it.
good. It's really good.
My favorite's got to be Voltage with a Code Red close behind.
Damn, I shot.
And then the
Could I go with that USA blend that they have around
Oh yeah,
July 4th?
absolutely. Yeah, people
I'll go with that.
people
That's
say
pretty good.
like Game Fuel or any of the other limited kinds that they like.
Yeah, Game Fuel was good.
Game Fuel is good. I remember this takes me back.
Doing Doritos.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
riding my bike down to our local BP after school to go get Doritos and Mountain Dew for NW3 because that was probably one of my favorite Call of Duties, and that was the one day I remember when it came out. I faked being sick that day to my parents so I could stay home and play it with friends. Like 3 or 4 of us did that and played it together.
Damn.
Hey.
Brings back the memories.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
Love that.
Jordan, are you getting crossfaded right now?
Huh?
I said, are you getting crossfaded right now?
No, I'm not allowed doing that, bud.
He's not allowed to smoke weed.
He's gonna be a pilot
He's a
in the
pilot.
air
Oh.
of the sky.
I've
Oh, so
never
you're
done
just
that.
Grape.
I have a question for Brad.
Yes.
Are you floating in the void right now? It's
Yeah,
just
you're in a
you
cave,
and
bro.
blackness, and it looks
He's a bear. He's in his
honestly really good.
I'm in my den.
It's in his den.
Yeah. No, it's just as the daylight fades,
I like it.
I go into I go into my den. I go to my slumber.
Did you guys see that?
So it's almost that time.
I
You
literally
reminded me of it because you brought up the sun. Did you see that? I think a lot of people are trying. They put a vote or a bill in or something to
Went
try to
through.
stop daylight.
It's gonna go
savings.
through.
Is
So
it really?
it's gonna go through.
Wow. So what? So then, what is the normal time? Like, are we in it right now?
Technically speaking, so the vote was, so we were just in standard time. So for everybody listening, it's currently March 16th, 2022. The clocks sprung forward the weekend before we're recording this. So we're currently in daylight savings time right now. And so the vote was to make that permanent. So in the fall, we will fall back. And then in next spring of 2023, we'll spring forward, and that'll be the last time it ever happens.
Okay, so I'm keeping my sunny nights, correct? Sun goes
Yes.
down. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bet.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe
that's really interesting.
Will it be night sooner than in the winter?
No, it will get
because-
it'll get lighter
trying to
later.
think.
So for Jordan, I don't know how it works in Indiana because I've never really been there, but so I know for
Same time
everybody.
zone. It's same time zone.
They too
Yeah,
have
but
time.
but I'm saying because Cleveland is in Ohio and I guess so in Indiana as well. So we're on the western edge of the Eastern time zone. So
Right.
that means it's gonna stay light here, super late compared to New York City, which is on the eastern edge of the Eastern time zone. So for us, basically what that means is, it would be in the winter time of 2023, so at the end of 2023 when the clocks don't fall back. So it'll just get light at 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I think
That's
I'm
Then
just
it'll
gonna
get
roll with it
dark
and
around
see what
6.
happens.
it'll be better. It'll be better.
mighty bold
It
of
actually kind of
humanity.
screws
to
me
be
for
messing
school,
with
but
time.
it'll be nice outside of school.
I'm getting excited for
Yeah.
warmth. I can tell you that much. So the sun can come along.
Oh yeah, it was 60 something today.
Oh yeah,
All my
it
windows
was
are open.
nice. It was nice.
I'm golfing tomorrow.
No kidding.
Oh
hell awesome.
yeah, boy!
Dude, my dad's
Leaving work
skipping.
early.
My
I
dad's
love
skipping
that.
playing volleyball with me this week in Cincinnati to go golfing. I'm really mad at him.
Come on,
I
son.
mean, it's supposed to be nice, and I think it's only getting better.
That makes me so happy.
Same. We need to do
Took the top off
a
today.
vacation together in the future.
Hell yeah!
Yes, please.
Record an episode on the beach, and you can't hear
Alaska.
any of us.
I will be belligerently
Michael-
drunk.
No. Hawaii.
I like
Just
whales.
Well,
Like
and
Royal-
if you want to have a destination wedding, I mean, I'll go to
I
Hawaii.
probably will. I
to
probably
Bangkok.
will.
There we go.
Destination wedding, Detroit.
I
Let's
even-
go.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a really bougie destination wedding, so nobody comes. So it's just you guys, Quinn, and
Thank you.
important people.
I like it.
I'm looking forward
I will
to it.
say we're approaching on the hour and a half mark, and I think we still have one more good thing to get through, right?
Oh yeah,
I was
we
just
do,
gonna transition to that.
So, welcome to this segment.
Be nice.
Yeah, so I figured.
Very
and I think
curious. No, none of us know what this is. Michael,
You
just
don't
take
know.
the floor.
Ooh.
All right, well,
Please
it's real
explain.
simple. It's just, because we're all children. It's the Would You Rather. You're sitting on the back of the bus, and we like to play that game. So here we are now, playing it with everybody.
Here we go.
So yes, like they've said, none of them know what this is. I tried to. It's rated
NC-17.
PG
Like for the
13,
first option, comment for the second option.
PG.
like
Oh,
15, PG
yeah.
15 or something like that.
Perhaps. I don't know. It's not that bad. All right, here we go. Drum roll. Ready? Would you rather sit on a dick and eat cake or sit on a cake and eat dick?
We've had at least 3 conversations about this. I'm pretty sure in the past.
You just watch
There's no
Ask the
clear
Internet.
answer.
Michael, did
I
you
think
just
we
watch
need-
Ask the Internet?
Yeah, I did. So there's no clear answer. Either
I think
way,
we need
you kind
to-
of get screwed.
I think we need to preface we're all straight males.
Yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with anything else.
Absolutely
but
not.
That is just all of
opinions
our
are
that does need to
preferences.
be put out there. Yes. So
Just so we're all from know where this is coming from.
nowhere. Yeah.
As the podcast grows, I'd say, and as more people view, I think everyone will begin to learn our senses of humor, which is a okay thing probably. 99% of the stuff that we say is probably just a joke, so that's always fun. But I'm still waiting for an answer, guys. Let's go.
I'm sucking a dick and sitting on cake.
Bold.
Oh, if I can drink this now.
I like that was abrupt. I like it. Okay.
Oh my God. It's not what he said. It's abruptness. I'm sitting on a dick.
No. I'm sucking a dick. I'm not taking anything in my bottom. That's not going to happen.
Okay, fair.
I'm sorry.
That's an exit, not an entrance.
I like this segment.
I mean,
Sorry, it was just the complete abruptness that Matt came out that just has me dying. It was just way too blunt for my ears. Okay,
you know me.
I'm not explaining because I don't want to go into what if this happens or this situation. I am going to do what Matt does. No context answer.
What was that? I forget. What did Matt do?
Second option. Matt, you can say it once again.
Yeah, Nathan is also going to be sucking a cock and sitting on some cake.
Fantastic.
That's the one.
Nathan might be able to go with no context, but how long am I sitting on a cock? How long am I eating a cock?
You're taking the entire cock. You're
long?
You're
I think he's asking more duration.
Let's keep it PG.
Duration? I mean, there's no time. I mean, it can't just be like a quick
cake or the person attached to the penis is done.
Keep it simple, man.
I can eat a cake pretty fast.
It's a wedding cake. It's huge.
Oh fuck! I'm just sucking a cock.
Brad.
Oh man.
Number 2.
Okay, so no context, but I want a. All right, so I'm gonna go with with Matt and Nathan, but I also want a cylindrical cake.
Justin.
Okay, fair.
Skinny cylindrical cake.
You don't have to take the cake up your ass. You're just gonna sit on it.
I think you just sit on it.
Like a little bit, get up there.
Context.
Okay.
No context.
Yeah. All right, now the questioner himself.
That did have some weird spin.
Well, I too would probably suck a dick. I'd have to.
So we're in agreement. We're all cocksuckers.
I'm Catholic, so there's some rules that can't be broken.
Loophole equals loophole.
Your priests don't do anything either.
That's true. I'm not a
You want some
priest.
cake?
Yeah, I can't wait
I
for
was
my
never an
parents to hear
altar boy.
this. Well, this has been phenomenal. I don't know. Not to go into that topic any deeper. No pun intended.
So deep. Oh boy.
Hey, this is the MOBcast, and this is Nathan, Michael, Jordan, Brad, and Matt. And I hope everyone has enjoyed this first episode of, however many we make. But hope everyone's enjoyed this, and we will catch you soon on the next one.
What's that sound?
It's the MOBcast.
Your man can smell it. Look in your hand. Back to me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to the thing you'd like to go to. Look again. The tickets are now diamonds. Anything is possible with your